renderforce.com.
Hey grade 3, this is our second lesson revision, and it's about fraction. Our agenda for this partition will be as follows. The first lesson, we will try to learn how to read fractions and write it as a part of shapes. The second partition, comparing fractions, how to compare between like fractions and between different fractions. The third partition is how to add and subtract fractions. It means how to add and subtract like fractions and also different fractions. And the last partition will be mixed number, how to read, how to add, how to subtract. First of all, reading fractions. If I have a fraction like that, I can read it in two ways, 1/2 or half. This one is called numerator and 2 is called new denominator. Once more, the one is called numerator and 2 is called denominator. Okay, how to read fractions? Like we said in the last slide, this is called half, 1/2. This is called 1/3. And about that, 1/4. There is another way we can read this fraction, which is called quarter. Okay? Then it will become easier even more if the number is larger. This is 1/6, 1/8, 1/10, and etc. Okay? If you want to differentiate between numerator and denominator, the ups are numerators, 1, 1, 1, and those ones, and the denominator is 2 and 3, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Is it hard or easy? Okay, now you will try by yourself to first differentiate the numerator and denominator of each of the following fractions, then to read it or write it. Okay, I'll help you to get the first one. The first one, 2 thirds. And this is because it's plural. Okay, how to represent fraction by shapes? If we want to represent fraction by shapes, we must know that the shaded part can be written upward, and whole parts will be written down. What that means? It means if there I have one shaded part, so I wrote 1. And the whole parts are 1, 2, and 3. So I wrote 3 down. In this one, I shaded 1, so it's 1 up. Over the whole partitions are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's 1 over 4. So if I want to solve this, I will shade 1 out of 2. So I will shade this and leave the other one. Another example, 2 over 3. There are 3 partitions. I'll shade only 2. Okay. 1 like that, 3 over 4. I don't have here 4. It's another lesson called equivalent fractions. We will get into it the next PPT. But to know the answer, divide it into 2 fours, and each 4 you will shade only 3. 3 up and 3 down. Okay? Second, we will know how to compare between fractions. To compare between fractions, there is a simple way we can use, the third way. How's that? To multiply 2 by 3, it will give us 6. And multiply 4 by 1, it will give us 4. Which is greater, 4 or 6? Yes, it's a 6. So we will write greater than. Is it hard? Another example. If I want to compare between 2 seventh, beg your pardon, or 1 over 8 or 1/8, which is greater? Also, I'll multiply the denominator by the numerator. 7 multiply 1 equal 7. And 8 multiply 2 equal 16. So, which is greater? Yes, it's the 16. Okay, this time for you to try by yourself. I'll also help you in one. I want you to solve the rest and send me the solved photo on our email of homework, which is Waha American Math Homework at gmail.com. Again, Waha American Math Homework at gmail.com. Okay, if I want to compare those fractions, I'll also multiply 6 by 2 by 12, sorry, it will give me 72, and 12 by 4, it will give me 48. Which is greater? Yes, it's a 72. Okay, so I learned in this PPT how to read fractions and represent it by shapes, and how to compare fractions. Stay tuned for other videos, and don't forget to comment if you have any questions. Thank you.